Let's talk about something that's often swept under the rug or flushed away. Pooping. It's a universal experience, one that transcends time, culture, and class, and we've all done it. We all need to do it, and surprisingly, it's shaped human history in ways you might not expect. From the invention of toilets to the way that we laugh about poop, and this humble bodily function has left a massive mark on our culture, innovation, and even our humor. So let's dive in, don't worry, not literally, and explore the fascinating history of pooping and why we can't stop making jokes about it. First, let's start with the practical side of things. How did we deal with poop before modern plumbing? Turns out humans have been finding ways to manage waste for thousands of years. Well, around 3000 BCE, Mesopotamians were among the first to develop basic drainage systems to deliver waste out of the homes. But they weren't alone. In the Indus Valley around 2500, archaeologists discovered some of the earliest known flush toilets. These weren't just holes in the ground, they were connected to sophisticated drainage networks, showing an advanced understanding of sanitation for the time. Amazing to think that thousands of years ago, someone had already thought, what if we just flushed it? Washed it away. Then came the Romans. They took things to a whole new level. Roman public latrines were essentially the coffee shops of their day, places to meet, chat, and, well, take care of business. These latrines were built with stone benches and holes, and they even had running water to carry waste out into the sewers. But here's the kicker. There were no stalls, so privacy wasn't really a thing. Imagine holding a deep philosophical conversation while sitting side by side in a public restroom. But the fall of the Roman Empire brought a fall in sanitation standards too. During the Middle Ages, people in Europe relied on chamber pots and cesspits, and what happened to that waste was often tossed out of a window into the street below. It made walking through a town risky business. The phrase "look out below" probably took on a whole new meaning back then. It wasn't until the 16th century that John Harrington is his name, a godson of Queen Elizabeth I, came up with the first flush toilet. His invention was impressive, but it didn't catch on widely. It took until around 19th century when inventors like Thomas Crapper, yes, that's really his name, perfected the flush system. They introduced the S-bend, which keeps bad smells out of your bathroom, and toilets as we know them today started to spread. Now we've gone beyond basic functionality. Today's toilets can warm your seat, analyze your health, and some can even play music. They're a far cry from the holes in our ground our ancestors used, and they show just how far human ingenuity can go, even for something as simple as pooping. Now, while toilets have evolved, one thing hasn't changed. People have always found poop hilarious. Now, why? Maybe it's because it's a little taboo. Talking about poop is inappropriate, so laughing about it becomes a way to kind of rebel against those unspoken rules. The roots of toilet humor go way back. In ancient Greece, Aristophanes, one of their greatest playwrights, filled his comedies with jokes about bodily functions. And in ancient Rome, graffiti often featured poop jokes. Yes, that's right. The Romans not only gave us aqueducts, but also some of the first earliest known examples of bathroom humor. In the Middle Ages, poop jokes found their way into literature. Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales is a goldmine of scatological humor. One of the funniest stories involves a man trying to kiss a woman in the dark, but ending up, kissing her backside instead. Even Shakespeare wasn't above a good poop joke. In The Merry Wives of Windsor, Sir John Falstaff complains about a prank that leaves him dumped into a pile of smelly laundry. Fast forward to today, and toilet humor is everywhere. Movies like Shrek, shows like South Park, and countless memes have made poop jokes. They are a cornerstone of modern comedy. But why do we find this so funny? Psychologists suggest it's because humor helps us confront things that make us uncomfortable. Talking about poop is awkward, but laughing about it, that's universal. Toilets and humor don't just entertain us, they tell us a lot about who we are as a society. The evolution of toilets reflects human progress. When ancient civilizations built sewage systems, they weren't just solving a sanitation problem, they were paving the way for healthier, longer lives. And when inventors refined the flush toilet, they helped modern cities grow by making life cleaner and more convenient. Toilet humor, on the other hand, reminds us of our shared humanity. Whether you're a king on a golden throne or someone in a public restroom, poop jokes level the playing field. They cut through social pretenses and remind us that, at the end of the day, we're all just humans. Messy, flawed, and a little ridiculous. Feel free to count at home how often I'm saying this word in this video, but poop has often made its way into art and literature. Artists like Hieronymus Bosch used scatological imagery to symbolize human folly and sin, and in modern satire, poop often represents everything from political corruption to existential absurdity. Powerful metaphor, messy, unavoidable, and a reminder of our mortality. It's not all highbrow. Sheer ridiculousness of poop has inspired generations of comedians, cartoonists, and writers. From Aristophanes to the creators of The Simpsons, poop humor has been a constant in the world of comedy. So, what can we learn from the history of pooping? For one, it's a reminder of how far we've come, from ancient latrines to high-tech toilets. But it's also a reminder that, no matter how advanced we get, we'll still be human. We all poop, we all have to deal with it, and let's be honest, we laugh about it. So the next time you sit on the porcelain throne, remember, you're participating in a tradition thousands of years old. And if it makes you laugh, well, that's just because you are a human. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I shall see you later.